the opening of the 26th General Chapter, the retreat of the capitulars, the setting up of the commissions, the beginning of the evaluation of the previous 6-year term. This is the summary of the news of the General Chapter. Let's go. Greetings to all and welcome to the first edition of the news of the 26th General Chapter of the Claretian Missionaries, which is being held in Nemi, Italy since Sunday, August 15, a week ago. In this news, with the help of the entire communication team, we will present you the summaries of the highlights of each week. But before we get to the news, let us remember what a Claretian General Chapter is. The General Chapter is the supreme authority of the congregation at the service of the Claretian charism for the good of its members. It is also the highest expression of the communion of life and mission of the entire congregation. It authentically represents the universal congregation and expresses in a collegial manner the participation and the interest of all its members in the life of the congregation and its action within the church. It is convoked by the General Superior. It can be either ordinary, like the present chapter, or extraordinary. The ordinary chapter takes place whenever the election of the General Superior is required. Extraordinary chapter takes place when it is necessary in the opinion of the General Superior and his counselors for the mission, growth, development, or renewal of the congregation, or for some other reasons of great importance. Furthermore, the General Chapter deals with the matters concerning the whole congregation. Therefore, 1. It carefully examines the state of the congregation and watches over its renewal and adaptation by presenting programs of action. 2. It applies the doctrine of the church concerning the religious life and the apostolate. 3. It exercises a magisterial function concerning the spiritual patrimony of the congregation. 4. It interprets with authority the doubts and difficulties which may arise concerning the meaning and observance of the constitutions. 5. It promulgates the decrees and the provision which seems to be necessary or opportune. And finally, 6. It is also the duty of the General Chapter to elect the General Superior and his counselors and officers. The General Chapter is attended by the General Superior as President, the counselors, and the general officers. The Provincial Superiors, a number of delegates from each province and from each independent delegation, some delegates of the General House, and other religious specially convoked by the General Superior with his council. Having said this, let us turn our attention to the current chapter now. The congregation of the Claretian Missionaries is already in its 26th General Chapter, the first having taken place in 1859. Convened a year ago around the theme, Rooted and Audacious, it began on Sunday, August 15, Assumption Sunday, in Nemi, 37 kilometers from Rome. 78 capitular missionaries are taking part in this important celebration. However, due to the health situation, some participants are not yet physically present, especially those from India, Sri Lanka, and from Congo. This chapter was opened with an inaugural Mass presided over by Father Matthew Vatamatam, the General Superior. The Eucharist, in which he asks for the grace of the Holy Spirit, recalled that inaugurating this chapter on the day of the Assumption of the Virgin Mary was the fruit of divine providence to the sons of the Immaculate Heart of Mary, who are the Claretians. For the first time in the history of the congregation, this celebration was transmitted live on YouTube and Facebook to allow the public to participate in it spiritually. The Mass was followed by an inaugural session in which Father General, in his opening speech, gave thanks to God for the gift of charism to the church and the world, and the effort of his predecessors. He also highlighted the meaning and the depths of the central theme, rooted and audacious, and exhorted all participants with this word, I quote, "Our reason to exist as Claretians can be found only in our fidelity to the charism and its ongoing updating and renewal in different epochs. Let us situate ourselves in the present moment of our history to assume responsibility for living our charism today, knowing that the past generation ran a good race and bequeathed a great charismatic heritage to us. Now it's our turn to live up to what we are called to be at a time of epochal changes and pass on the light of our charism to the coming generations." End of quote. After this high point of the chapter fathers immersed themselves in a special spiritual atmosphere for 3 days, from Monday 16 to Wednesday 18. A stop was very important before embarking on this month-long journey. With the help of Sister Jolanta Kafka and Father Paulson Pelianor, the retreat began with the theme Joy and Reconciliation to begin the journey, in which, following the joyful and sorrowful mystery of the Rosary, the Capitulars journeyed together through the joyful mysteries of Claretian life and mission, communicating in small groups the vocational joys and the sorrowful mysteries of their wounds and sufferings. Providence, they said, will never lead them to a place where they cannot be sustained by its grace. The second day immersed the participant in the experience of the road to Emmaus, in which they discovered the presence of the Lord in their journey towards home, presence manifested in the Word and the Eucharist, and also in the Claretian spiritual heritage. It was an opportune moment for Lectio Divina and the breaking of the bread in the Eucharist. This spiritual triduum ended with a dynamic of return from Emmaus to Jerusalem, a dynamic in which the Capitulars went from the surprise of discovering the travelers who had broken bread to the desire to return to the community to announce the glory of the risen Lord. The 3 days of retreat concluded with important practical orientations for the rest of the chapter. It should also be noted that the end of the retreat was marked by the presence of Juan Carlos Bartra, the provincial of Peru-Bolivia, who had been in quarantine in the house for 3 days, and the arrival of the provincial of Colombia-Venezuela, Armando Valencia from Medellin. Thursday, 19 August, the 5th day of the chapter, was mainly devoted to the evaluation of the 60 years that have passed since the previous chapter of 2015. This exercise was inaugurated with a meticulous review of the overall data of the congregation and the most relevant statistics on life and mission by the General Secretary, Father Joseba Camiruaga. It then continued with the composition of the commissions. The moderator will be Father Rosendo from the US, Canada, and Father Callisto Joseph from Germany. The Central Editorial Commission, composed by Fathers Pedro Belderain from Santiago, Jose Cristo Rey Garcia from Santiago, Carlos Sanchez Miranda, Jude Tadeus Lange from Cameroon, and Michael Plambarambil from Bangalore. The Economic Commission, with a representative from each conference, Fathers Josué González from Mikla, Daniel Oyeyana from Akla, Alberto Rosa from Askla East, Antonio Beella Ekla, y José Tempilil Askla West. The Commission for the Revision of the Minutes, with Father Josué González Jaramillo, Mario Guterres, and Pedro Cabrera. And the Commission for Different Matters, with the collaboration of Fathers Elias Ayuban, Teodoro Baillo, y Alejandro Cerón. This configuration allowed the revision of the main lines of the missionary project developed since the previous chapter to begin in the afternoon. As a reminder, The latter had proposed to each Claretian and to each community an itinerary of conversion through 3 processes of transformation. This first evaluation focused on the first of these, which pushes us to be ever more intensely a congregation going forth. To what extent has this process of transformation generated life among us? What are our fruits in this first great undertaking? What is it that moves us away from Claret's missionary dream for all men, the one that burned him? These were the questions asked. The evaluation ended on Friday 20th. And on Saturday, the evaluation of the second transformation process began around the theme being a community of witnesses and messengers. Please note, the first week of the 26th General Chapter of the Claretian Missionaries came to an end. Thank you for your attention and see you next time.